Yeah. Hello. Hey. Hello, my name's Quinlan. Welcome to Melbourne Musos Facechook Live. And what I'm going to do tonight is explain the most popular beat in the world for you. But what I'm going to do tonight is sort of bring in, as I said, the most common beat in the world. Okay. What happens is most people would think it's this. But no, as soon as you start, like, it's the same as if you're studying piano or any kind of musical instrument. What goes on is that if most people would think in Western culture, the most common scale in the world is the good old C major scale for classical and everything else. But as soon as you start talking about good old rock and roll, talking about music from Asian countries and Africa, the pentatonic takes over, you see, and that would be the good old pentatonic scale and all that. But for us, this. There you go. What it is probably the most common name is the calypso. Okay, so what you have is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what you have, the main accents, if you're going to treat it counted in quaver style, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now when you're dealing with 4/4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you've got 8 quavers. What happens in different cultures is they might not do the quavers, they might just count the pulses. So what you really have is with 8 quavers or 8 beats, that's the subdivision of 3, 3 and 2. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now let me take you through all the different kinds of things. What happens is if you're going to do that, put an accent on it. Now, of course, you're going to get a lot of different things happening, you see, with and it depends on what country. You've got so many different kinds of inflections, that kind of thing. So that's one of the things I want to sort of take on here is. So on it goes, you could get that. Some of you might be thinking that I've got Lars's snare drum sound here from St. Anger, but I'm putting in a little high ping rim shot here to sort of almost give you a timbali kind of sound, and on the other thing, a rik, okay, a Middle Eastern large frame drum, often with jingles and stuff like that, and you're just going to hear that. All that sort of stuff, you see. Then what can go on is that if you're going to do any kind of rock and roll-y deeper thing, you've got that kind of thing there. Now, a lot of people might think we're heading towards good old Bo Diddley there. That's a 3/2 clave, of which the calypso beat is the first bar. You see, so you have the calypso, bum, bum, bum. That's the 3. That's why it's called a 3/2 clave, because it's 3 accents. And then you have the 2, 1, 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. I missed Lars's snare drum beat. Okay, so that's what goes on. You see, you've got this little beat here. Now, depending on the area that you are playing it in, it's so pervasive. It's in everything, okay? Now, what I'll do now is get a little bit on the technical side and talk about different genres, and then talk about different ways to play it on the drum kit, you see. And one of the things that I want to do is, first of all, let's get it out the way. As a single stroke roll, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what it is. Now what goes on is let's start talking rock beats a little bit. So you might have there it is there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. You see, when you're actually going the old smackaroo on the crash cymbal there, you might I wasn't meant to do that. I didn't have that scripted, note to self. Okay, so that's what goes on. So, and when you're doing it with a single stroke roll, you have right, left, right, left, right, right. You could do that with brushes. That's why I've got them out over here. Any excuse, and what you have there is brush work. You can have that sort of And while I've got you down here, hello boot camp, and what I've also got is a little bit of an ostinato pattern using the calypso with the hi-hat as well. So it's right, left, both right, left, both right, left, both right, left, both 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There you go. What happened there? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh boy, this is going well. There you go, you see, and there's that one there with brushes, you see. However, what would happen is if you're being asked to do something like play the one cymbal or some such thing, well, if you're going to play the hi-hat with the bass drum, you sort of can. But if you're going to play a crash or a ride, it's going to be a bit awkward. Oh, I can get this! You know, nah. So what you do is you start getting into mixed sticking. So with the aforementioned 3 little sections, right, left, right, left, right, left, you see, 3, 3, and 2. So you could have right, left, right, left, right, left. So I do believe I'm sort of belting out the little is it first it giveth? Tyler, if you're watching, there you go. We talked about that the other night in our lesson. Queens of the Stone Age, songs for the deaf. What a great song. That's a great album. Go check it out. Queens of the Stone Age. Shall I put it up there? I may as well. There it is. Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf. I do believe that's the one with Dave Grohl drumming on it. And that's what he's doing. Calypso. Okay, so what's going on is we've got the calypso beat. so on. And you can have it in various ways. On timbales, you can have the little ping like I did before. Now that's a different inflection, right? And using a bit of splash hats there, and away we go. Now, talking about the hi-hat, one of the things that happens is that I remember filming it at the Apollo Bay Music Festival back in the 90s. And what we've got is if I put that on the hi-hat there, in Africa, when you've got the bands playing there, that's a form, the calypso. I haven't told you, the calypso is originated from Trinidad and Tobago, a little dot in the ocean above South America. But when we go over to Africa, it's often known as a soukous rhythm, S-O-U-K-O-U-S. And if you do the same thing, now if I did that ostinato pattern, which I showed you before, and then did it here, lots of little tricks, maybe on the bell. And there you go, you see, that's what goes on there. And that's a lovely little rhythm. It is the same rhythm, but you're getting an inflection because of the hi-hats, right? I should have hit that. Jeez, I'm having a great night. So, now here's something there. Let me talk about this a little bit. What we've got is the main accents, right, left, 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 right, left. Then with my right hand, I'm going to move between my ride cymbal and my floor tom here. Now, when I just play it with the hands, so on, what you've got there is a lovely little rhythm to start to build on. If I start bringing the hi-hat in, and I can just use the normal chick, and then I splash, or whatever I want for inflections, I get... bass drum in. Move it around. So when it goes on like, so it goes like that. You could get it like inflect with the rim click if you like, and there's that kind of thing as well. And that's starting to get towards the Afrobeat and all that, and there you go, Facechook, and so on it goes. Now, if I was to sort of keep on going with this, I'm going to talk about, like I've just finished talking about the soukous rhythm, splitting it up a little bit, doing a couple of different things, and then what I'll do is, I've even talked about rock, but that's not even just rock. I could be playing. Jazz. Okay. Now what's happening is, I'll show you this little chestnut here. Like tonight is the most used beat in the world. I've also done things like spent a night talking about the importance of two little triplet chestnuts, the right, left, left. and the right, left. So on it goes. When you build it up, and there you go. So what goes on is, I'll put it up here to explain it. So you have the right, left being on the beat. Put in a very light bass drum. There it is there. And when I change to right, left, see, it's off the beat. Yeah. So what you've got is, can you see it? I'll slow it right down. Right, left, right, left, right, right, left. Get it? Got it? Good. So there you go. Danny Kaye, the court jester. Michelle and Andrew, we watched it the other week. Get it? Got it? Good. So what you've got? Right, left. Right, left. Mix them up. Boom. There you go. You see, you got all these different. So on it goes. And away you go. So I'm doing little things there. Now that's a little bit of a John Bonham secret weapon there. The hi-hat. And then putting the bass drum in between. So you have... That's for you, Marcus. There it is again, only more in a hard rock kind of thing. Sorry. We did it, or I did a clip last week. Oh, actually, last year I did a, well, I didn't do it. Shag and Malone did it, sort of thing. A bit of a tribute to Black Sabbath's Born Again album. What are we going to do? Oh, I don't know. What kind of set do you want for the tour, geezer? Oh, I don't know. Stonehenge. Yeah. Okay, Spinal Tap indeed. That was an ad on TV. Bum, 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 bum. That was a home loan ad, wasn't it? About 10 years ago. Something like that. Boom, 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 boom. Come down to something credit union and get 8% on your home loan. Something like that. So there it is. Now, I mentioned John Bonham before. I can't do any kind. As soon as I mention him, I've got to do this. Lick of the century, as many regular watchers of the show know. If you couldn't do that in the 70s, you were nothing. There it is again. Sorry. Nicole Fernanda, congratulations on your new tattoo today. But we had a little talk about we will defend that album to the death. Ah, dear. Just lost half my viewership. All two of you. There it is, and there you have it. You see, that's the most used beat in the world, known most popularly as the calypso beat. When you do it like this, you can play it like. And depending on the nuance and the accents and what you do with what, it can be called by many names in many different countries and all that. And especially in the Middle East, when you're using a darbuka or a dumbek or a djembe when you're going into Africa. And when you're in Africa, this is a sukos rhythm. Same thing essentially, but it's a whole different kind of sound because of the timbre of the instruments that you're playing. And in jazz, there's that little bit there, so you can get the. That's there's a little bit of your secret weapons of say people like Buddy Rich and Louis Bellson and all the greats. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's little tidbit, all that sort of stuff. I'm keeping them relatively short to fit in with our dear Channel 31. The fight is on again. We've had 7 renewals in 8, maybe 9 years. Now that's pretty, like we have to fight for our right to partay. Like around about now every year, just on a minister's whim, okay? And what it is there's no good reason. We don't get any money from them. And so they're just being a bit dirty bastard, like, that kind of thing. It's just dogma. But if you look at Channel 31, it's not like we're all extreme loony lefties or anything like that. You've got all the different sides, and then you've got all the cultures, all the beautiful people, all the different communities and all that, all together. Where is their voice? And you think, oh, well, nick them off, see you later, and all that. So that, I'm having a bit of a whinge tonight because it's all happening again. We got the big press release from Channel 31, all that. And once again, it might be, the end of the financial year, might be my last show or whatever, but I'll still keep going with Melbourne Musos. But I want to... It's not just that, it's all the other shows that, we've got. And, we're in a fairly dire state with music at the moment. Post-COVID and trying to get out there. And we've always been there. I mean, of course, this is an educational show, but in the 90s I was going around with nearly sent myself broke filming everyone. And... but now it's more of the educational bent, centred on the drums, but I've done other things like guitar and all sorts of stuff. But what it is you've got other shows like Asylum, Guitar Gods, you've got Hard Rock Show. They give all of you a go, right? No questions asked, Come on, let's get it all going, let's get out there, let's go gigging, that kind of thing. Are you gigging, mate? Are you gigging? And so what happens is that when that voice is gone, so's yours, okay? Given the current state of stuff. And yes, this is a bit of an editorial, but if you're watching this is going to end up on Channel 31 probably in the next week or two and all that. And it's live. You've seen me make the mistakes and all that sort of stuff. leave them in, that kind of thing. That's what this is, sort of thing. So what happens is we have to fight again. And we really have to try and sort of get some kind of semblance of order with what happens with when people are just... It's almost like you're just hassling people out of existence, that kind of thing. And it's already happened, we've lost community TV in Brisbane and Sydney and Perth and all that, and we're the last people standing, us and Adelaide, okay? And we just can't lose that voice, especially in times like these and that kind of thing. Anyway, there's my little editorial because it's just come up this week. So if you like what I do, support Dear Community TV, with what we've got left, and let's have a crack at it. Keep it a gam for another couple of years. Anyway, there's my little, my little soapbox. There you go. Tonight has been... Sorry. Putting myself up. The most used beat in the world. Most know it as a calypso. It can be many things depending on where you are. And when you're playing it, always remember, it's so pervasive. It's in, it's everywhere. You could take a plane to the South Pole. Get to the local station, and you'll hear. Oh, there you go. See, it's worldwide. Okay, so have a listen, tap it out, use all the different variations that I've shown you. The typical is, again, the single stroke roll version. But if you're on one thing, and so on it goes, bang, 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 bang. And then, of course, Bonham, okay, and with Lars' snatch. I've lost the last audient. What's the singular of audience? An audient. Okay. Hello, audient. I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing, audient. And there you go. I'm out of here. Quit while you're behind, Chris, tonight. Anyway, there you go. The other thing is, brushes. I just want to do them again. And there you go. And yes, my name's Chris Quinlan, Melbourne Musos. I've done the most popular beat in the world, all the different variations that you can do. And I've done a little bit of a rant about Channel 31 because it's popped up this week again. So I try not to do them very often, but it's important because they're even squeezing time to get some submissions in. So it's like it's like built to fail. We'll just do that. We'll make it ourselves look pretty good. But then we'll piss them off later on and sell it off to Channel 7 Steak Knives or something. I don't know. Steak Knife Channel or whatever. Anyway, I'm loving and leaving you, and I will see you next Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. There you go. All right. Oh, I'm out of here. Oh, hey. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There we go. And I will see you all next week. Hey. Oh, I'm out of here.